When Beto and I walked into Death on the Nile, directed by Kenneth Branagh, we honestly didn't know if we were going to get something along the lines of the Oscar-nominated Belfast or some trash like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein or Murder on the Orient Express.
I know, right? Or Sleuth or Dead Again.
Keep going down the list.
Or keep going down the list, because with Branagh, you just never know. And so stick around and find out what our final consensus is on this latest adaptation of the famous Agatha Christie novel.
It was a masterpiece. I mean, I'm going to give it 5 reels for sure. What?
So while this is a review of Death on the Nile, the latest entry, of course, directed by Branagh, I do want to plug in Belfast. I want Belfast to take the spotlight for just a minute here. Nominated for Best Director, nominated for Best Picture. Check that out. It's a great coming-of-age story set against the political and religious backdrop of course, the tumultuous time period in Belfast, Ireland.
Yeah, definitely check that out. And when you're not checking that out, guys, check out our website, realscreeners.com, where we have some tremendously creative, unique, original movie mashup shirts, our latest being the Batman Matrix
Yes,
mashup.
just in time for the Batman film.
That's right.
Starring Robert Pattinson, among a slew of other great actors. And so don't forget to subscribe also to our channel if you enjoy our content. We really hope you return to check out our videos, our amazing movie and TV show reviews.
That's
and
right.
Without further ado...
Oh, no, not yet. I've got to plug our social media.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, guys, check us out. TikTok and Facebook at Real Screeners, Instagram, Real.Screeners, guys. Follow us.
Follow us.
Okay. Now, without further
we must
ado,
proceed. Yes.
What you guys came here to watch?
Yes. So we'll start with a quick synopsis. Of course, there's not much to tell here. You have Inspector. Is he an inspector?
I don't know. He's a detective. I don't know if he's an inspector. This was set during the 30s. Poirot. Hercule Poirot.
Yeah. So he basically is vacationing in Egypt along the River Nile on a boat, and joining him is a slew of different characters.
Forgettable characters
that we do not care about, but they're all somehow related to this couple who is a newly married couple, Gal Gadot and Armie Hammer. They're celebrating their honeymoon, and everybody on this ship along the Nile is somehow related to this couple.
Right, and as the plot unfolds, you start to realize that each of them kind of has an interest in Lynette Ridgway Doyle, played by Gal Gadot, and so therein lies the suspects. And what's kind of the twist in this little soup here is that you have an ex-fiance of Armie Hammer's who comes back into the fold and is like stalking them throughout their honeymoon, and like
very weird and odd. Yeah, and this love triangle just plays out in a very silly way. It almost takes me out of the movie. So this movie wants to look good. Like it's almost like Branagh was like, okay, I want to create a good-looking movie.
Good sounding movie too.
With great vistas, great landscapes, beautiful cinematography. Let's show off Egypt. Let's show off the pyramids. Let's show off, this area and all the glory.
The jazz music of the era.
And let's show off how, beautiful these characters' hairs look and their beautiful dresses and how they dress and everything, which basically makes the movie look very plasticky and fake.
Took the words out of my mouth.
In a nutshell. Yeah, that's the problem here. You just don't care about these characters, and the movie bounces around way too much, and you don't get the time to really get to know these characters. You know?
It's too plot driven, and you get this a lot when you're trying to adapt a novel, especially a novel from a great author like Agatha Christie. And so there's not a lot of character exploration. Of course, you're going to get a little bit of character backgrounds because you got to know their motives,
right?
Which creates a little bit of mystery. But for the most part, like you said, you don't care about these characters.
You don't, man. And the thing is that it feels like you're almost watching a novel unfold on screen, and that might not be a good thing because it's a different medium. You have to adapt this into a movie. You just have to change it up. You have to adapt it in a different way. And to me, this movie had like a tone identity crisis. It just kind of bounced around. we had loud, jazzy, croony music playing
over and over and over.
Overbearingly and over again. And, you know, I'm thinking, you know, yeah, I get it. It's cementing the time period, right? It's also cementing the fact that this movie has to do with, like, I guess, like erratic love themes and, like, you know, how love can make you do crazy things.
Exactly. That's the main theme.
You know, but like at the end of the day, this is a murder mystery. And it did not feel like a murder mystery. I did not feel suspense at all.
Yeah, I think he was trying to stay too true to the novel, which was which was published in 1937. So since then, obviously, you know, modern viewers, we've seen this whodunit before, and the structure
so many times, right?
Exactly. So it's pretty predictable, if you ask me.
Oh, absolutely. You know, from the very beginning, we were like,
whodunit.
So wait a second, this is a possibility. Oh wait, we were right all along.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, we knew the outcome of the story from the very beginning.
Now, one thing that could have also been a problem is that Kenneth Branagh himself plays the protagonist, and they spend a lot of time on that guy, and you know, which is why I kind of feel like he's like the highlight of the film overall with his acting and nuanced acting.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. He carries this movie, and he makes it a point to carry it, you know?
You see a lot of him.
Yes, you see a lot of him. You see a lot of close-ups of him, but he's good. And you can tell that that he's passionate about this project. Like it comes across with his acting, at least. But overall, no memorable acting, no memorable characters.
No, it was memorable in the sense that it was atrocious and very overacted, especially one of the characters, like the jazz singer. My gosh.
Yes, over exaggerated.
Exaggerated, right? Yeah.
God. But you know what? I will say that Annette Bening as Euphemia Book was a highlight in the movie. And I also want to say that Tom Bateman, who plays her son as a Book, are kind of like the acting standouts in my eyes. I think everybody else is just kind of there.
Exactly.
Gal Gadot is probably better as Wonder Woman.
Just keep that lasso.
The role that she was meant for. I don't know.
Probably. I will say that Russell Brand, the comedian, plays a very serious role in this movie. And I didn't recognize him at first, not just because of the different, you know, hairstyle, but because it was a different type of character than I'm used to watching him play. So
he has a moment where he portrays his anger.
Yeah. So I thought he
very well.
Yeah. So I thought more than just being a comedian, he could do well in some similar roles, actually.
Yeah. I mean, that's the first time I've seen him in a serious role.
I do want to add one last thing here. You know, you had mentioned about the scenery and the cinematography and all that. I kind of felt like a lot of it felt very fake because you could tell the green screen effect in this movie.
Very stagey.
Which takes you out of the movie a lot. So very obvious. Another thing that just is a mar on this movie. Real ratings time, guys. So
proceed.
I will proceed. Obviously, this is not a movie that I recommend you guys go to the theaters to watch. Probably don't even waste your time streaming this. Better off just reading the book. So I'm going to go ahead and give this about 2.5 reels out of 5.
Woo!
Being nice. Being nice.
No. Yeah.
Because the mystery, at some points, the mystery was intriguing. So
No. I am going to definitely agree with your rating. I think that 2.5 reels is definitely what it deserves. I don't want to justify my rating anymore. I will say I may have liked it just a tad more than Murder on the Orient Express. Just a tad more. That's it. That's our real take.
Yeah. So again, as Beto said earlier, please consider subscribing to our channel. Smash that like button on the way out. It does help our algorithm get more eyes on our videos, and definitely hit that bell button so that you know every time we upload a video. And please check out realscreeners.com for our movie mashup merch. It is truly unique, like this,
such as this Vader,
the Vaderverse,
Darth Vader variant mashup with the Loki series. We have a Vader Joker, Vader Predator, Vader Terminator, and Vader Loki.
Don't forget 15% discount at checkout.
Yes. And look us up on social media. We're at TikTok and Facebook, Real Screeners, Instagram, Real.Screeners. And stay tuned next time for our next real take on a crappy movie. Not just kidding.
Our next one is Uncharted, so hopefully it's not a crappy movie.
we need better movies. It's February, we understand. But yes, hopefully the next movie review will be better. Stay tuned.